I'm going to invite you all to grab a chair because tonight is our halfway point through the 40 days to a better you. And tonight I'm going to share with you how to do different variations of various poses. Now my setup is not my usual, so we're going to do the best with what I've got. I normally come out here during daytime hours, and right now I've only got one light, so we're going to do the best with what we've got. You're still going to be asked to relax, but if you'll notice, I'm going to turn this a little bit sideways. I'm not sitting all the way back in my chair. And we are going to do, I don't want to say we're doing chair yoga, but I'm going to show you variations of a pose that we already do in the yoga classes that I teach. But I want to show you how to do everything that we do on the floor or that we do standing, but from a chair. And to start with, when you sit in a chair, you want to sit at the very edge of it. You want your feet to be on the floor. Now, if your legs are short, and I do not have a short block, so I'm going to use what I've got, which is another rolled up mat. And I'm going to place that on the floor. Now, if you notice, because I have short legs, my knees were down a little bit. By putting either a blanket or a pillow, that raises my knees up to where they're in line with my hips. Otherwise, I'm down here and they're not lined up. So I'm going to bring, maybe, I'm going to bring this mat back a little bit and rest my feet on this mat. Now, if you're a taller person and you don't have this issue, say you're sitting down and your knees are up like this when you're sitting in a chair, you want to add a cushion to your seat. So you could add a pillow or a blanket or folded up towels and raise your seat up higher to where your knees are in line with your hips. To start, we're just going to hang out here. Take some good sighing breaths. Let the stress of the day go away. Believe you me, we've had some. But we're just going to sit here. Our knees are in line with our hips. Soften your shoulders. We would inhale up and exhale to our heart. Again. Once more. All right, now we're going to get a twist, just like we would if we were sitting on the floor, but you're going to do it in the chair. So you're going to take your opposite hand to the outside of your opposite knee. This other hand can just hang out here, or you can take it behind the chair, depending upon how much you want to twist. Now, if we're taking it easy, we're just hanging out right here. Don't have to go any further than here, and here is fine. We'll take 4 more breaths. All right, that 4th breath is finished. You're going to come back to the front. And all you're going to do is get that on the other side. So take the opposite hand to the outside of the opposite leg. Again, only twist as much as you want to. We're going to come back to center. Now, there's lots of times I tell you to walk your hands forward when we're sitting on the floor, and we're going to do this sitting in a chair. So you're going to take a deep breath in, take your arms up, and on the exhale, bring your elbows towards your knees. And if this is as far as you go today, that's great. You might go further. I just ate dinner. I'm not going further. But we're going to hang out here. You're going to let your forearms rest in your lap. Now, if you need to make more room for your middle, I'm going to pick up my legs and take them out a little bit wider. And that way my extra fluff can get out of the way, and I can go a little bit further. Maybe you want to try a little further, so just slide your arms a little further forward, letting gravity help you. All right, take your hands up on top of your thighs and gently push yourself back upright. Now we're going to do another thing that we normally do, seated on the floor but in the chair, and that is a seated cat-cow or durga-go. So all that is an inhale, chest is lifted, elbows come back, exhale, round your back, try to create a C at your belly. Inhale, elbows go back, chest is lifted. Exhale, round and come forward. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale, lift the chest, take the shoulders back. Exhale, round your back. Last time, inhale and exhale. And then we come to a neutral space. Next, we're going to do the figure 4 that I've shown several times laying on the floor and at the wall. But I want to show you how to do it in a chair. So, we're going to bring our feet back a little bit closer because we have made room for the middle fluff. All you're going to do is cross the opposite ankle over the opposite knee. Now for some of you, this right here might be more than enough. You might already start to feel the stretch through here, and you do not have to go any further. You still want to flex this foot to protect this knee, okay? Now we have a couple of places we can go with this. You can keep the foot here, take this hand underneath this thigh and bring it towards your chest. You may need to use both hands. And just see what that feels like through here by lifting it up. And you'll take 4 breaths for tonight. All right, we're going to let that knee go back down right to where it was. Again, you can stay right here. That might be more than enough for you. For those of you that feel you need a little bit more here, all you're going to do, your hands are going to rest on this shin. You're just going to lean your body forward. You're not putting any weight, and you're not pulling with your hands. You're just hanging out. We're going to take 4 more breaths. All right, slowly come back on the leg we just did. Okay, I want you to notice how I'm able to just lay it over there. It's almost parallel to the floor. That's my left side, and that's my problem child, believe it or not. And here is the right side. You may notice my knee is a lot higher. That's it relaxed. And believe it or not, my right side doesn't bark at me at all. But this side is so much higher than the other. Again, starting here, that might be where you need to be. Again, keep this foot flexed. Try not to involve the toes if you can avoid it, but you do what you need to do. But if you do get the toes involved, sometimes you can cause a foot cramp. But again, you flex this foot. We're going to use both hands and bring this up towards my chest. Since it's already going up that way, it's not that hard to do it. We'll take 4 breaths here. Release. I'm still not all the way down, as you can clearly see. I'm up above this back wall. All right, I'm going to go forward. We're going to see how far I get to go. So take a breath in, exhale, and lean forward. Again, only go as far as is comfortable for you. And you may feel this in different places. You may feel it on the outside hip. You may feel it through here. You don't want it to be painful. If ever you feel any pain or tingling as if something's falling asleep, back off. Readjust. Sometimes it's that much of a difference to make the pain or the tingling go away. Gently uncross, and I'm going to show you how to do tree from a chair. All right, I'm going to come up to the edge of my seat. I'm going to take one foot out, and it's going to be flexed towards the ceiling. And I'm going to place the other foot just inside that calf. You can take your arms up and reach actively with your body if you like. We'll do 4 breaths. All right, bring the hands down. Release the foot. Flex the opposite foot. Place the other one just inside on that calf. And you may have to play with this. My left foot's wanting to give me grief. So I may actually, if you notice, I'm going to move that foot down, I'm actually crossing it on top of my shin because for whatever reason my left foot doesn't want to be here tonight. So again, inhale your arms up, actively reach for the ceiling. Feel your body stretching. We'll do 4 breaths. come to find out that forward folds are not good for me. So, normally, and I'll show you what my forward fold normally looks like, doesn't matter if I stretch or not, I'm usually hanging out down here. There's a soft bend in my knee, and to be honest, this feels like heaven. However, because of my back issues, I'm not supposed to go there anymore. So, in order to keep from doing that, if I do a forward fold, I'll either do it with a chair or a block. And this is now my forward fold. Also, if you have issues trying to do strengthening poses like downward dog, and I'm not too sure how well this is going to work with my wooden floor, but I'm going to step back. This would be down dog. You could have a softness in your knees. Also, you can use it for warrior. Step your foot forward and you can come up. Sorry my head's cut off, but you know, it is what it is. And this is not a deep warrior, okay? This is a modified warrior. And then I would come up and do the other side. I'm not going to do dog, but I'm going to use it for warrior. And come here for warrior, okay? Another thing that you could do, again, I'm going to bring it forward. I'm going to do a wide-legged forward fold, although I might end up in the splits since I didn't put a mat down. And instead of staying up here on my hands, ooh, this is going to be fun. You see me sliding? Come on down to your forearms. And you can hang out here like that. Legs up the wall, but with a chair or a sofa. And again, I didn't really prep myself very well here, did I? Okay, what you want to do is lay on your side, roll it over, and let your feet rest in the chair just like that. Now, if I was to tell you to put your feet together like we've done up on the wall, you would just put your feet together in the chair, in the seat of the chair, and let your knees fall open. So just because I say we're doing it up the wall, or with the chair, or that we're standing, I want you to realize that you don't have to be those things to do this. You can do yoga with what you have and what you are able to do. Now, as far as doing legs wide with a chair, the only way you can do it is take your legs straight up and then just open them up. You can also do legs up the wall just like this. Pretend you have a wall. And then of course you can just bring your feet back down. I want you to lay down on your back. I want you to get in your most comfortable position. And if that's not on your back, maybe it's on your side or your stomach. But I want you to lay down on the bed, on the floor, wherever you might be. So find your most comfortable position. And at first, we're only going to connect with our breath. You can breathe in and out through your nose, in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can even take what is called the cooling breath, which I do believe I demonstrated the other day, but I'm going to demonstrate all three breaths. So regular breath, sign breath, in through the nose, pause at the top, open your mouth, again inhale, pause at the top, and finally the cooling breath. This is where you pretend you're sucking through a straw, so you're pursing your lips. Close your mouth and exhale through your nose. Again. From here, I want you to choose which breath you take. From here, I want you to focus on the sounds that are in the room where you are practicing. Maybe you're by yourself and it's just you and your breath. Maybe there is music playing in the room that you're in. Maybe it is the hum of a ceiling fan or the crackling of a fire. Or maybe it's just the sounds that are going on in your home. Maybe it's the washing machine you hear, but any of the sounds that are either in the room with you or in your house, I want you to focus your ears only on hearing those sounds and maybe the sound of my voice. Next, I want you to focus on the sounds that are outside of your room, maybe even outside your home or your apartment. Maybe you hear rain or wind outside. Maybe you hear traffic or city noise. Maybe it's crickets, whatever. Maybe there's a dog barking in the distance. But I want you to focus on just those sounds that are outside from where you are. From here, I want you to notice how your body feels, where your body makes contact with the floor or the bed or the sofa or wherever it is that you're laying, I want you to notice where your body is making contact with the surface. Your eyes should still be closed. And next you are going to hear, hopefully, the sounds of my zills. Yes, they are belly dance zills. And I'm going to tap them, ring them 3 times. Softly open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and your toes, and slowly begin to stretch your body as if you're waking up for the first time today. Moving in a way that is natural to you and in a way that feels good to you. I will invite you to either stay where you are or you can join me sitting up. It's all up to you. I'm going to give you a moment or 2 to get there. Remember to take your time getting up, letting your head and neck be last. Keep your gaze soft. You'll bring your hands together at your heart. Press your thumbs into your chest. The light within me honors the light in each of you. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's variation class with relaxation. And I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then,